toaster steak, glass jar, spikes, covered wagon.
'83?
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting.
Wes Welker? Was he 83?
I don't know. Could be 83 years since the Mariners have won. They still got. All right. Still got it. You know what I mean? Come on. He's right.
Fuck off.
Thanks to everybody who supports us on Patreon. That's how you get the bonus content. We keep going on the back end of every episode. So just sign up. Just sign up.
It's the biggest sell job ever.
No, but it's the biggest way to support the show.
Right.
Patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. Send stuff into the show at heyguys@CanYouDon'tPodcast.com. We are going to be recording because Brian's going on a trip and I'm going on a trip. And we're going to be like 4 weeks in advance. So we're going to be burning through content.
Oh, it's my fault.
No, I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going somewhere too.
Where are you going?
Just timing it. I'm going to Hawaii.
Nice.
Where are you going?
Mexico.
Nice.
Yeah.
Come back nice and burned.
Yeah.
But we're going to be ripping through content. So anything you guys find, anything you want to say, send it into heyguys@CanYouDon'tPodcast.com. We got that new Zach merch. Zach doesn't even know about it.
Yeah! What?
Yeah. You don't even know about it, dude.
I don't.
I'm waiting for it to load up in the browser and then Zach can show you. But I've been screaming at Zach for like
years,
like half a decade at this point. So we decided to finally get a shirt put together.
I love it.
And we just have a T-Rex dinosaur screaming Zach.
Sweet.
Picture it at the end of at one of those Jurassic Park where he's just like, yes.
Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? Yeah, but it's saying Zach, and you can find that right now at CanYouDon'tPodcast.com. We have a big sweaty hog on the show today, just that thick,
veiny,
thick dick.
Yeah.
So put your dress on.
It's just hanging there, just sweaty, feeling used.
Or it's ready to get used.
Yeah.
Either way. We're going to give it to you today. And this is a quick update that was sent in. And I don't remember who sent it off the top of my head. But remember when we put Rotten Sled into the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
I just want you guys to know that right now it has 140 likes and then one dislike. Which I'm guessing the one dislike was like, I don't like it.
Or they hit the wrong button. Who could dislike that?
I mean, it is just a bloody tampon you fished out of yourself that has been lost for a long time.
Yeah.
So you might
go like it. Let's get that number up.
Yeah, just go to Urban Dictionary and search for Rotten Sled. Now, before we get into today's show, we're going to take a second to tell you guys about a super unique and fun podcast that we recently had the pleasure of working with, and that is Philosophy versus Improv. So what happens when two great minds armed with profound ideas go toe-to-toe in pitched, if generally polite battle? You get a revolutionary in podcast, or a revolution in podcasting, philosophy versus improv.
Yeah, Joe.
Yes, Brian.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, philosopher Mark Lissenmeyer and improviser Bill Arnett each try to teach each other their crafts via conversation, scenes, and what can only be called performance art. They're often joined by a guest or two from the philosophy or entertainment worlds.
And I mean, I've listened to a handful of their episodes, and they're right. It is definitely unique. Like, you've never heard another podcast. They build like an entire world. It's not like this like one-off kind of thing. Like, you play off somebody and you're like, okay, yes and that's the improv rule. And they never stop. And they basically create an entire movie inside of in their episodes, which is pretty cool. What's that?
Super fun.
Super fun. Philosophy versus Improv is a show where anything can happen, filled with drama, creativity, humor, and connection. There is a show you definitely want to tune into. Philosophical concepts are grounded with real and fantastic situations. Forget anything you know about improv games.
Forgotten.
I have no idea.
I forgot it all already.
This is what's called long-form improv, where you spin out a world right there in the moment. The combination of these two is like nothing you've ever experienced.
Add Philosophy versus Improv to your listen queue wherever you listen to podcasts, or find them at philosophyimprov.com.
Go check them out and then be like, Ken, you don't send me. Yeah, give it a shot.
That's kind of like us, though.
Yeah.
Like, one thing will just kind of trigger, and they're like,
turn into what?
Yeah. Like, I don't know what we were talking about 10 minutes ago, but
But I'm sure it was cool.
yeah.
All right, Zach, you ready to fire up the show?
Sure.
Let's fucking do it, Zach!
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
This one's a tricky one. And I actually ran this one by Cassie. And she had a quick answer, and I was like, I don't know. It could get weird. And you'll see why I ran it by Cassie.
Having a quick answer would really kill this segment, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
The answer is no. And moving on.
And next, would you rather have to always have insanely loud sex
Okay.
or always have to have completely silent sex?
Well, my first thought immediately is like when you start having kids and they're
Yeah.
like, and you're trying to sneak around.
Yeah, but they
And-
grow up.
Oh, I know, but I like when you like send them out to watch a TV show or something, and then if they hear you, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's right. I wonder what our parents are doing."
They must be wrestling again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, so you're like, does that feel good? And you're like, shh, 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 shh. This kid, where's mommy?
I know, but
She's not in here.
the difference is completely silent is no whispering. In my like you are
No grunting
you're a
or
mime.
no.
Like you are nothing but a pair of flip flops. Like all you're just like that's the only. Or actually, it is that you can't do that, right? Because it has to be totally silent.
Well, how do you? Oh,
Yeah, you can't put any force behind it. You have to make sure the cheeks don't clap.
so
You know what I'm saying?
okay. I thought you meant like just voices, but it's got to be like you have like a sound meter in the room, or like let's say there's someone's ghost hunting.
Yeah. Zach Bagans is down in your living room
Right.
from Ghost Adventures.
He's in there like, all right.
Okay, demon, do your best. And then he feels something, goes, ah! And then everyone runs away. It's like, you were so tough a second ago. What happened? You were so strong. I was so proud. I was so proud of you. You went in there, you had a goal. And you're like,
you're way braver than I am.
No one touches my friends. When I'm here,
Pick on someone your own
take on someone
size.
else. You touch me instead. And then his shirt like moves a little bit. He's like, oh, dude, it's fuck. Sprints out of the room. And you're like,
We're gonna be in this. We're locking down. We're gonna be here. Oh,
Stop running! Everyone, stop running! And he's the only one that's outside.
everybody, chill out. Everybody, calm down. Dude, we're all good.
No, but thinking about completely silent sex, like miming out what you're feeling, or like how something feels,
Yeah, it's got to be hand gestures, like
or like sign language.
Sign language.
Like nothing. Can we just be honest for a second? Nothing would kill the mood like having to sign out harder.
Yeah. What is hard? What would be?
I don't know.
I gotta look at that. Look at the hand gestures.
You're having sex that's not clapping cheeks because you got to be silent, and then she's going. Like she has to, I don't know, like that feels good sign. And then she turns around, she looks you in the eye, and she goes, HARD.
Well,
you're just like looking at it, you're kind of drunk, and you're like, barter? You want,
yeah, right.
You want to
You're not
trade?
reading it right.
Yeah, you can't read it right.
This. So I don't know if it says difficult, tough, hard. How to sign? She's going like this. Which
Like cracking stones together.
yeah, it looks like you're taking two rocks smack, but it also kind of looks like you're caressing a penis.
Yeah, caressing. Yeah.
Being
Being
Can you
gentle.
pull that up real quick? There's Zach.
Getting personal with a peen.
Like she's going like quote. See that?
oh, yeah.
Oh fuck!
That's
Your hand just scrape.
That's not so bad for missionary, but if you're in doggy, like that's
She's going over her head. She's like,
overhead, just cracking stones together. And then how do you say I can't clap your cheeks?
you're like, you're having to try to reach around to
You
her
can't
face so
snap.
she can see it.
You're just like,
yeah, you can't
like
snap.
you're just tapping your head a little, like your cheek.
Oh, you know, you're doing
Morse code on her butt.
on her butt. You're
I-
like pop, 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 pop. No,
I
that's
can't.
how you're thrusting.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Ha, ha, ha,
Do
ha,
you
ha.
want it harder?
And then she pushes her butt back.
claps against you.
Yeah, but carefully.
Yeah.
There's like a guy it's Zach Baggins with a friggin' taser. And
Yeah.
if you make a noise, he zaps you.
I'm gonna zap you out. Oh my God, that's so funny to think about. I've never thought about Morse code being like a delicate form of communication. Like super
Little light taps.
kind of like SWAT team.
Because it's always some guy going ta 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 ta.
You're right. Or it's an aggressive thing.
Because they're trying to get the British are coming,
Yeah.
and now the guys come.
Well, that guy was the
Or
opposite of quiet.
the guy's coming.
The guy's coming.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna come. He's like that.
Or completely silent sex, and you guys each have your own little dry erase boards.
Yeah.
You're about to come, and it just gets all scribbly. you're like, oh shit, I'm about, and just like fucking show it
You have
to
to
her.
try to reach around and show it to her.
And she goes, and she writes back, I can't read that. You're like, too late.
She's like, wait.
She goes, you're right. I'm gonna come. And you reach around. She writes back, I can't read that. And then you're just like, good night.
Yeah.
You're already sleeping. Pull out. I'm not on birth control. And you're like, shit. And you write back. You're like, I thought you said, don't pull out. You want to birth. Like your handwriting is shit.
I would fail it. My handwriting's terrible. So
It's so bad. So bad. And like, or like, you have your little dry erase board. It's squeak, 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 squeak.
well, you'd have to be quiet.
And you're like,
it
right,
squeaks.
I know, you're like, write my name in all caps when you're gonna come. Make them big letters. The biggest Brian.
Big Joe Joe. That'd be easy.
Yeah, that's
You can't fuck that up.
No, yeah, but like she spells your name wrong because Brian.
It's Brad. She thinks
She
it's
spells
Brad
Brian wrong when she's gonna come.
with an I. She
And you're
spells
like,
it with an I.
Exactly. And you're like, throw your dry erase board down.
But you got to be quiet.
And as soon as sex is over, you're like, you spelled my name wrong.
That's so. It'd be like the quiet. It'd be like, oh, let's play the quiet game. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as it's over, like, okay, here's the thing: you were making too much noise.
Listen, you're playing hangman.
Dude, she would be so.
Dude, you're fucking her, and she turns around, and you have like the hangman post drawn with 3 dots underneath it. And she's like, C. You're like, that's first letter. U. That's the middle. And the last one, M. You got it. Come,
Well, yeah, she could be signing the letters.
Oh man, I know exactly.
So
or she can guess too. She has her own little marker.
Right.
She's reaching back and
No,
writing in guesses.
What if you had an overhead? Remember overheads from school where you'd write on the board
Oh yeah,
and it would project on the screen? So that's what you have.
that's funny.
You're just scribbling on there.
Just because they're always so loud. Is it hot in here, or is it just the overhead projector?
The projector. God, this thing produces a lot of heat.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
And like it's on the wall, but it's all wobbly because you're just setting it on the small of her back. And
It's just moving back and forth. And there's no screen, it's just on the wall.
it's just shaking around. And you just like sit still. We're never gonna finish this game of Hangman if you keep moving.
Tic-tac-toe.
And then you just fucking and playing tic-tac-toe. You always get the middle. You always take the middle first. Yeah, it's his best spot. Of course I'm gonna take the middle. And then like the loud side, like sex isn't always the best every time. Like sometimes you just do a sex.
And you're just like, let's just knock it out real quick
Let's
and move on.
let's do a cum, but it's not gonna be something to write home about, right? But you have to pretend like you have to pound and yell about it. But yelling out things when it's mediocre is also pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picture also like a dictator at a podium.
Right. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I'm just picturing like he's just like slamming on her ass. I will fuck you. You will enjoy my fucking. I don't know why I wanted to go like with an accent too, like some Guadalajaran dictator. I don't know why.
I appreciate you just fucking hitting like, just staying awake for this. This means a lot to me. Just letting me come. And just fucking just beating it up. Like you have to go. Just go to town when it's fine. I mean, sex when you're on vacation, again, like you said, the kid thing. But also, sometimes you're just not feeling it, but you're like, I don't know, I could go for a cum. I could just go for a cum before bedtime or go for a cum this morning. But every single time, like first thing in the morning,
Like when you just don't.
As soon as we're done, I can't wait to have some fucking coffee.
Like, yeah, sometimes there's just like when you can't feel anything. You know, it's just like, not that you can't feel anything, but it's like.
When you're dead inside?
Yeah.
And you're depressed and you're thinking about ending it?
Yeah, so now picture like having to be like, oh, you like that, don't you?
You like that? God, who's your daddy?
Just
like
hot and sweaty and
God, I might
want it to be over.
I might have to pick silent sex.
It would be kind of a fun adventure. Like, let's see if we can pull this off.
I would rather have to always be like kind of passively, but like be loving, opposed to always be aggressively pounding during sex.
It would be weird. Oh, I'm kind of getting boned up right now. It would be kind of weird, like when you're like, picture you're like, you know, like sex has there's a crescendo, right? Like it starts out and then there's action, there's a build up, and then there's like a da 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 da.
I mean, yeah. I mean, usually just like for one of us.
Yeah, at least for somebody, it's a woo 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 woo. But like having to be so silent to where like it's just steady the whole time, even at the end where it's just steady.
Yeah. That feels good. Oh my God, yeah. This is girls. Oh my God, that feels good. Oh, you're too deep. Ow. That feels so good. It feels
I've
good.
never heard that
Hit
before.
me with a fucking brick. Mm-hmm. Like that's how it ends.
Yeah. But you can't do that.
No.
In this situation.
Nope. Have to be completely quiet.
So you have to be quiet and she has to be quiet.
Everybody has to be quiet.
Fucking A.
Even your bodies.
But loud. I mean, aggressive sex is fine. But I'm going like once in a while, like that connection, like the love of it, opposed to just pounding puss. Like that's fine sometimes. Like just getting it, just like this is fun.
Like a friggin' gladiator.
Yeah, all the time.
Who's just got like I picture like Spartacus, where he's just like, they throw a couple of slaves into his thing and he's just fucking
just going.
And they're just dead faced, you know, and he's just.
And I'm watching the show Fargo right now. So now I'm picturing someone who is not. Have you watched it?
The first in 2 seasons.
The last season is really good. You ever seen the movie Fargo?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it's like that, but they do a better job. So imagining someone like the husband of that, like Minnesota, but then he has to be angry, like he has to be loud, and he's just fucking pouting. Oh jeez.
Oh cripes.
Oh jeez.
Or he's fucking, and it pulls out and like pokes. Oh
jeez. I'm gonna climax.
I'm gonna have a go at a climax here.
Go for a tumble.
Oh, crime in Italy.
I'll sleep on the couch.
Coach.
The couch? Yeah, the couch.
I feel like you're going to like Denmark now. Oh my God, a coach in that somebody.
It's the same
that's
thing.
That's what I do, see?
Yeah, that's Minnesota.
You're fucking not a pussy.
Pussy, yeah.
Anytime, like if you had to be
someone who's not aggressive,
if you had to
force to be aggressive,
if you had to pound, like,
you like that?
You just have to go. You have to be very, very aggressive and angrily, but you're just not that kind of person.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, geez, sorry about this.
Sorry about this, but I'm just gonna have to go.
That's what it is. He's having to just pound away. He's like, oh cripes, I sure am sorry about this. Sorry about this.
I am sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I come.
Oh, I finished up there.
I already come. Good night.
I came.
I came. Good night.
I love how come has a past tense. I came.
I come.
Okay, I conquered.
It's a mess.
You guys kind of sounded like Minnesota leprechaunt.
Minnesota leprechaun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me part of something.
He's like, yeah.
Me part of Putin.
All right, I'm picking silent sex. That's the spot. That's the spot for me. I'm picking silent.
Same.
I can't just fucking be pounding puss like that, dude.
But is this forever?
Yes.
God, that quiet, like,
it's gonna get boring, but I'm gonna come.
Not that it's boring, but
well, it is too. If you can't clap some cheeks, that's boring. But at least there's a connection. Because the other side is just aggressive. insanity. And they're doing it too. Like we're talking from the guy perspective where you're just like I don't know where your brain went, but mine was just like, it was like doggy style, pound. But also they're screaming too. Like they're doing the same shit. That feels so good. I know it doesn't. I know where your spot is. I know you like a tender touch.
I also think maybe you're taking the wrong. You're taking the
Wrong
angle
goal?
that it's just like this aggressive. Oh, this is just says insanely loud. So it could just be like you could not even be talking at all. But the clapping is just
That's loud enough? Just clapping?
like.
Okay. Well, I mean, that changes things.
Or you don't have to say anything. You're just like, you know,
Yeah.
sounds like a zoo.
DuckTales.
Swimming around in that puss like
If it's
Mr.
just,
McD.
If it's just clapping cheeks, I'll go insanely loud. But if I have to scream and she has to scream and everyone has to pretend like it's a fucking the best they've ever had, I'm out. I'll take silent sex.
Yeah, because it's not authentic.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
It's a fucking Shakespeare play at that point.
You'll
So-
get
so I'm
a
picking
round
that.
of applause afterwards, though.
Well, yeah. From the neighbors.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You get the police show up. Sorry, we had a call
Call that
about
you that you
every
were-
night.
Every night that you're beating your wife up. You're like,
Oh, I'm beating her
Oh,
up.
yeah, you're right. You should fucking interview her pussy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Just battered and bruised.
They fucking if beating that pussy's up's fucking illegal.
Call
Cuff
me Chris Brown.
Cuff me, Captain.
Cuff me, Captain.
All right, let's move off to what are you thinking about?
All right.
All right. Zach!
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
Brian?
So I had this. Actually, I think I have a video of it real quick. Hopefully,
Your mom has a video, is it?
no ads.
What?
Okay, so this is just a quick clip for people that can see it, and I'll describe it for who can't.
Okay.
God damn it! What the fuck is going on? Anyway, it's a clip of a guy. He's in India. He's like, it looks like he's delivering pizzas and delivering food.
Okay.
But it's on horseback. So apparently there was like a truck shortage and like fuel shortage and all this kind of shit. So he's got to make deliveries, but there's no fuel. So he's out there on a horse.
Kind of like pizzas aren't going to deliver themselves kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like these pizzas, people are hungry. They got to get their pizzas.
Okay, so he's a
one
hero.
way or another.
So he's a hero.
Yes.
Okay.
He's the hero that we need in a time of frustration and hunger. I guess that sounds like a trailer for a movie. In a time of hunger and frustration,
everyone
one man
underwater
takes it upon himself to
Pony
deliver
Express
the pizzas
in a world
The Pony Express.
underwater where everyone needs pizza. You're like, what fucking movie am I watching?
Is this SpongeBob?
One man on a horse. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, deep down in the
This summer.
depths of the ocean, one man on horseback.
From the makers of Little Mermaid. Come horseback pizza man.
Underwater horseback pizza delivery guy. Get down! You'll be glued to the TV. All right.
Gallop to the theaters.
Gallop to the theaters, and we guarantee you'll be glued to the screen.
Buy your tickets now for Underwater Pizza Delivery Man.
Ah! That pizza was good. This summer.
This summer.
Anyway. All right, so I'm watching this, and it's so funny because you think of like modern day where there are electric cars, there are cars that drive themselves, they're just everything, and there's
Everything past horses.
yeah, and there's some guy like in the middle of a road just clop clop with a pizza boxes, So it got me thinking like, imagine the things that we have now, like let's say Uber, DoorDash, all these kind of things, but like in olden times, whether it's you want to go like the Wild West, you want to go further back, like to way the fuck back, medieval times.
Right.
And I just picture like there being rideshare or Uber or some sort of a DoorDash in those times. So like, imagine you're out on your fucking little shack in the middle of a field.
Mm-hmm.
And you, speaking of Morse code, or however the people were in contact at this specific time, but they're reaching out to the post office, like, and the guy's like, all right, we got a delivery for a fucking elk at the Johnson residence and wherever the fuck he lives.
How much elk these guys eat?
Yeah.
Like he's kind of upset about it. He's like, God damn, we just got him an elk last month.
Yeah.
How much fucking elk these guys eating?
So basically what happens is that guy dispatches a guy to go out and hunt an elk and then deliver it to your house.
Bring it back.
Yeah. So like you're sitting at your it's just so funny because you're like you said it, you're watching TV and you order a pizza, they bring it to your house. Mm-hmm. But now you're like out on your ranch and you're like, God, I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Under candlelight, you're like, have you seen the Morse code machine?
You're like looking underneath.
We
shit.
haven't used it since last month when we ordered elk. I haven't. You pick it up like, well, get it out of the cupboard, and they take the Morse code machine out, blow the dust off it. You order something even like more intricate though, like you're like, oh man, this is the 10-year anniversary coming up. I'm gonna get her some fur skin boots, and you fucking beep 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 beep, and he's getting it, and he's like, you fucking kidding me? He texts back, he's like, beep beep beep, that's gonna take at least 8 months because you have to go catch it and then put them into boots.
Yeah, you gotta tear it down. And
he goes. I know this is my 9th anniversary. I'm just looking ahead to my 10th. Beep 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 beep. Okay, Mr. Johnson, I got you. Beep 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 beep. And you just wait for the boots to show up. Fucking take forever.
What if he got tired of waiting? He was getting nervous because he wasn't hearing any updates, and he went out and did it himself. Then he comes back, and then the guy shows up 10 months later.
His wife answers the door with the boots on.
With the boots, yeah. And then
he just goes, fuck, and just throws him off to the side of the porch. He's like, is Mr. Johnson here? I have a word.
I'd like to have a word with Mr. Johnson if that's his real name.
Can I have a word with the man of the house? It's fucking negative 25 degrees.
He's got a fucking bearskin clothes.
His beard is covered in icicles.
In icicles. He's all excited because he got him.
He goes, nice boots, Mrs. Johnson. Thank you. My husband went out and got him. And he goes, that's great. His teeth are chattering. May I have a word with the man of the house, please? Yeah, well, let me go get him. And she's like skips down the hallway in her new boots.
The guy comes down. He's like, "Oh shit!
I
forgot to telegram that."
I wasn't even sure if it went through.
Yeah, I was getting a little nervous. Went out and got him myself. Sorry about that.
He shows up with a plate of just dial it back. He shows up with a plate of spaghetti. He's like, God, I can really go for a plate of spaghetti.
Had to keep it warm.
He unwraps it. They have the pizza boxes. This one's just like fucking bear fur.
It's wolf fur.
Wolf. It's shaped like a wolf. And he just pulls it out of the wolf skin mouth. It's a plate of spaghetti. Steaming bowl of wolf spaghetti. He's getting up from the dinner table. Like the door, he walks up there, he's got spaghetti stains all over his shirt. Hi, sir. He's just like, well, fuck me, Mr. Johnson. Looks like you got your spaghetti. Yeah, I have. I've had it about 100 times. 100 times since I sent out that Morse code.
I realized we had a whole supply.
I mean, right next to the elk meat. Right next to the elk meat was a whole bunch of spaghetti. It's fucking crazy. I had no idea.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's super crazy.
Anyway, taps him on he's wearing a full like bear skin jacket.
The entire bear.
Like the head is over the top.
Yeah.
He taps him on the shoulder. I don't need it anymore. Thanks, buddy. And he's like, okay. He slides it back into his wolf. Meatball falls off. And he's like, I hate this job.
Well, and like now that when we we'll eat something and we're like, you're done, like you just half your meal's left, you just throw it away.
Yeah,
You think about like back then where that meatball falls on the ground. Like, you can't just waste a meatball.
I love the idea of tying in some sort of old tactic into today's world. Like, you call an Uber, and like outside you can see her like, yeah, and like your phone lights up. Your Uber's here, and you go outside. It's just a fucking wagon.
But on the thing, it's like Jebadiah on your phone. It says Jebadiah is driving an 1866 wagon.
After in parentheses, it says you can't miss it.
Yeah, can't miss it. Brown horses.
Just a covered wagon. And you're like, what?
And then you pulled up.
You Joe?
Yeah. Jebadiah?
You Jebadiah? That's me. Whoa. Would you mind feeding this to the horses? He hands you some carrots. You're like, I don't.
You give the leftovers to the horses.
You're sitting in the back of the covered wagon. Delivery time is fucking 2 hours. You're just going down the street.
Well, that's why you do rideshare.
Oh, yeah. You get in the back. Get in the back with a bunch of people. And they're like, rideshare? Times are tough. You're trying to save some money. He said, yeah, me too. And he holds just, yeah! And he's fucking just bouncing in the back with a bunch of strangers heading downtown for New Year's Eve.
Clock.
Beep, 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 beep. All these cars are honking at you. Jebediah's like, jeez.
Hey, we're driving here. I mean,
I got 4 horsepower.
It is funny because, like, yeah, you got a 4-cylinder.
I got a 4-cylinder. Yeah.
That, I mean, when you, like, New York's got the old whatever it's called, where the horses walk down New York, like it's like Christmas time. Don't they do that shit?
Yeah.
Like
little horse tours.
Like it's kind of fun. Like, oh, it's a little taste of olden times. Mm-hmm. Which is fun, but if you had to, like...
But if that was everything?
That was, yeah, like, it's just how you have to get home. But in modern... Like, imagine if cars were just stripped away, and we still have everything we have now, but horses are the way you got to get around.
Like, you're so drunk out of the bar, you're like, dude...
Trying to get up on a horse.
You're like, this is going to be an Irish goodbye. And you go out there and fucking Grant's out there, like, he's your Uber driver. You're looking at the map, and it's just a horse... Instead of a car like icon, just a horse coming down the street, and you're like, "What?" Go outside. Whoa! Boy. Looks like you had a bit too much to drink there, sir. And you're just okay. And he's, all right, I'll help you up. And he just fucking puts his hands out, fucking boosts you as a little.
Just
lays you across the back.
Across the back, like
taps you.
Yeah,
taps you on the butt as you're laying across the horse. He goes, "Well, we'll get you home. We'll get you home." Yeah,
dude. Imagine when you lay down the back of a car and you get sick. Mm-hmm. Now imagine the same thing, like laying on the back of a horse,
just fucking bouncing on your 2.5 hour journey, fucking 20 blocks, and you're just like, fucking, "Sir, I'm getting sick." I know, I gotta change the tires. Yeah! You're like, Jesus Christ. What have I done?
So, you know, in like Google Maps, when you put in a location and it's got the little walk icon, a car, and like train. But
horse,
imagine
wagon.
Horse, you click on that and the route that it would take you compared to the road.
It just goes in a straight line over the mountains. And you're like, all right.
It's got a little Lewis and Clark, little telescope.
We might discover some shit along the way. We're going to learn a lot about each other. Yeah! All right.
I mean,
listen, I'm just trying to get to Tennessee.
I picture
Me too, buddy.
Me too. Yeah, just hold your horses.
Who is it? Yeah!
We're all doing the best we can out here. You know, like when you're like,
did you bring any carrots? No.
BYOC.
BYO carrot.
So like in New York, when you go to New York, it's no joke. It's like walking down the street. It's just all day, just fucking horns. Mm-hmm. But imagine like being a bunch of carriages, and I can't do the whistle. Do the whistle. Just that's all you hear. Is everyone just whistling? And, hey!
Come on, get up! I'm walking here. So am I. Hey! fucking wearing chaps. Yeah, if your Uber driver's wearing chaps on a horse, it's gonna be a bit.
I want to see an Uber driver wearing chaps in a car.
In a car? He's like, listen, you drive.
He gets out and he's like, oh, cowboy gets out
Can
and
I
opens
help
the
you
door
with your
for
cars?
you. He
Ma'am?
opens the door for you.
Ma'am. Tip of the hat.
Yeah.
All right. You guys got any hay? What? You guys got any hay?
I'm sorry. Is that a weird question?
Is that a weird question? I'm sorry. You think does that have horsepower? You're like, I don't. I'll get a new Uber. Just cancel the trip. I'm not getting in this fucking car with you. You're a lunatic.
Okay, that's just the old West. I think we don't need to do it today.
If you go way,
we could go way back.
Be so piggyback rides like your Uber driver
Like
shows up. It's just a big strong Viking.
You're ordering a
Get on
a sword.
Yeah, a sword.
Like Amazon now, it's like you order a fucking switchblade. Let's say Joe he gets caught at the airport, orders a new switchblade.
Some guy down at the blacksmith shop is hand making a spring.
Yeah,
because like
6 months.
He's like, that'll be there in 6 months. You're like, damn, they're really fucking speeding things up around here.
Quick.
Yeah. Honey, I guess ordered a switchblade. It'll be here in May. And they're wow.
Great, honey. That's great.
Is that next day? It's just like the same equivalent. Like they just speed it up.
Next year. 2 years shipping.
2 years shipping. And if you pay the premium, you get 1 year shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's free too.
All right, should we move on to some thick dick?
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking hit it. Zach!
Is it dumb? Is it interesting? Is it cool? Then it's dick.
This is a story that I came across in this week's research process to put the episode together. And it's wild stuff, but it is out of Washington. So a Washington woman, or it says WA, in the article later it says Australia. I got confused.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she moved like away and then did it, like, and something happened in Australia, but WA might stand for something else. 62 years of age, granted court permission to have dead husband's sperm extracted. And I'm just picturing the fact, like, she had to go through a legal process to get this. And the reason, you'll understand, it's fine. So a 62-year-old woman has been given the green light to have sperm extracted from her dead husband to conceive a baby after the couple lost their 2 adult children in separate accidents. Jesus. But she won't be able to do anything with the sperm as you can't fucking put it into your body. It is banned in WA. Okay? The man who
is Western Australia, WA.
Okay, got it. The man who was 61 died suddenly at the couple's home in Western Australia on the morning of December 17th, and the woman pleaded her case in the Supreme Court at an urgent hearing.
We got to get this quick.
The very next evening. Justice Fiona Seward granted the woman permission to have spermatozoa tissue removed from her late husband, whose body is being stored at the Perth morgue. The court heard the couple had for years regularly discussed having another child after their 29-year-old daughter drowned in 2013 on a fishing trip, and their 30-year-old son died in a 2019 car accident.
Jesus Christ. Maybe don't have more kids.
The pair has been married for 39 years. So, hearing this, and I was like, okay, first of all, like, I mean, weird situation to be just wanting to pull any sort of tissue to somehow, like, she can't have babies, so they're going to have a surrogate, right? Mm-hmm. So they're going to have to, like, and then pitching that to the woman who is going to carry your baby.
Listen.
Hear me out. This is going to sound crazy. And she's like, there's no way this is crazy. I've heard it all. And you share, my husband just died. We're going to go in and just pull some cum out of him.
Yeah, we're going to go jerk his dead body off.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the sperm from the dead body into you, and then you'll have a baby and you'll give it to me. And we've always wanted one.
Well, what can you not have kids? Well, I did have 2, but one died fishing and the other one died in a car accident.
So what you're going to do is just put my dead husband's cum inside you and then have a baby, and then I'll just take it.
And then I'll be taking it from you.
And I'll just take it from you.
And then we'll just go.
I'll take it, and I'll take it from there.
I'll take it from here. And then what do? I don't care what you do.
I just pictured that courtroom where if it wasn't about having a baby, right? He's like, Your Honor, I just fucking love the taste of cum. Right? And he's like, I get it. I get it. I mean, who doesn't?
I love the taste of cum as much as the next guy.
Much as the next guy, which is why that's cool. Gavel. Just
Approved.
Sustained. Go get that cum. Go get that cum.
You go get that cum.
Go get that cum, brother. But just like the situation, and also pretty fascinating that science is at a point where someone passes away and you're like, is there any chance I can suck some cum out of this guy?
Well, we got a 16-hour window. Oh, we better get on it then.
We better get on it. Yeah.
Quite literally.
There's some cum tissues. I'm not sure exactly.
What if it had to happen naturally? So now explain that to the woman. All right, here's the thing. My husband's down at the morgue. I need you to come down there with me. You're gonna have to pop your pants off,
and we'll tape a popsicle stick to his dick,
and you're gonna
love it.
Have sex. No, I know it sounds weird, but you're gonna love it.
I mean, you can believe me or not. I mean, I'm some crazy old lady, but you're gonna like it.
Yeah,
you're like, I've tried it. I've had to tape a popsicle stick to my husband's dick.
What shirt would that be? I
years.
had sex with a dead body with a popsicle stick, and all I got was this
fucking lousy baby
that I had to give to somebody else.
All I did was give away this lousy baby. What?
Imagine that shirt. Just how I had sex with a dead body. I had sex with a dead body, and all I got. Oh wait. And all I got was this shirt because I had to give the baby away to somebody else.
And then she gave me the shirt. Also, I was stupid. Little arrow pointing off to the side. But that is pretty remarkable in terms of science. That they're just like, that's a possibility. Just go in there and suck some cum tissue out and make a baby? What the fuck?
I'm going to write that down.
What?
For a t-shirt idea.
Oh, you just have a bucket list? Your bucket list is like suck cum out of dead body. And have
into a bucket.
Into a bucket and have a baby. Click, pen click.
Click, click. No, this doesn't click.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. But I just thought that was wild. That was wild to watch or to read about. Like, first, that's even possible. And then two, fantasizing about the courtroom situation. And if it wasn't about having a baby and it was about anything else, when she goes, I just miss having cum on my tits. And the judge is like, no, I get it. No problem.
I totally get it.
I don't care.
Listen, I get it.
Listen, I get it. I love cum on my tits as much as the next guy. Who doesn't like some? It's Australia, so they got a funny accent.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love blowing me loud on some tits as much as the next guy.
Next mate.
But bloke.
Next bloke. Oh man, so good.
Oh yeah. All right. All right, man. Now it says here that you want this gal to have sex with your dead husband on his limp dick and extract the semen, put it in her vagina, and that cum will have a go at your eggs, have a baby, and then that baby's going to be yours. What does this old lady get?
Yeah.
She gets a t-shirt.
She gets a t-shirt, yeah.
Sounds like a good deal.
Good deal to me. Fuck, have you seen the rising price of t-shirts around here? Just gavel down. Go.
Sustained.
Go sustained. Go for it.
Have a go.
I just thought that was a wild story.
That is wild.
All right, let's move off to our next piece of dick.
Okay.
You want to take it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, hit it, baby.
All right. Man who accidentally set his house on fire by cooking steak and toaster, unsatisfied with insurance payout.
If that's not the highest thing I've ever read, I don't know what it is.
I know, right?
This isn't a Pop-Tart.
Yeah. This is a thick Pop-Tart. How do you like your Pop-Tarts?
Bloody.
Medium rare.
with little to no fat, burnt to a crisp.
Burnt to a crisp, please.
A man who burnt down his house by attempting to cook steak in a toaster is unsatisfied with the insurance payout he received and is also upset the insurance and financial services didn't uphold his complaint. So this man decided he wanted steak and chips for dinner, and he made the unusual decision to put his steak in the toaster. He left it to cook while he went down the road to buy some chips from a local fish and chip shop. And this isn't like potato chips. This is like a fish and chips.
Yeah, fish and
It's
chips.
like, hey, have I got some fish and chips?
Yeah.
Fire broke out, causing significant damage to the home he and his partner shared. Mm-hmm. The IFSO said it was lucky they were able to claim the house insurance. News Hub obtained a document complaining the IFSO response to the man's complaint.
Or containing, yeah.
Just whatever I said. Despite their insurance accepting their claim and offering $418,000.
That's where I was like, what?
That's a lot of money. The maximum amount could be paid out under the couple's policy. The couple felt the sum was not sufficient and would not be enough to replace their home. The couple complained at the IFSO and argued the insurance should pay them an extra $200,000, saying they were not aware that their policy had changed from replacement cover to total sum insured. How do you do something so stupid and then they still reward you that amount of money and then you're like, nah, it's not good enough.
like, listen, I wasn't doing anything stupid.
It's not like I was doing anything stupid.
Right. I was just
The insurance guy's like, listen,
you're lucky.
I love steak as much as the next guy.
Right. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love a good steak?
Who doesn't? But you're an idiot. Do you want my professional legal advice? And he's like, yeah, probably, or whatever. Like, it's a call-in. Like that's exactly who it is. He goes, I don't know, man. Like, fucking go for it. And he goes, you're so lucky that you're getting money right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what you did? He's like, yeah, I fucking eating.
He's like,
I don't know. Like, I was trying to eat, and then I was like, dude, this fucking steak would be good with some chips, and I left. And then I came back, and it was like, whoa, dude, like,
whoa, dude, where'd my house go, dude?
Shit, fucking house is gone. So you tell me, you tell me about professional
you tell
advice?
me.
And he goes, God, people, like, literally hundreds and thousands of people have died and got no money, and you're getting $418,000 for cooking a steak in a toaster. Take your win. Take your win.
That's the whole thing. Like, dude, sometimes you just have to know when enough is enough.
What would you even do with that extra $200,000? He goes, I don't know, dude. Like, fucking, like, get a toaster that cooks steak or whatever.
Yeah, like has a steak button.
Has a steak button, like right next to the fucking bagel one.
Well, everyone knows toasters just have a burnt button.
Yeah. It's the worst part.
Burnt steak.
God, that always drives me crazy. Zach, I think you weren't even. I don't think you were part of the show when we talked about this. But I'm interested to hear your opinion. Why do toasters allow you to turn it to a setting that burns your toast?
To cook your food faster, maybe.
What?
You gotta eyeball that shit. And so it gets that toast.
So
toasty
eyeball
fast.
it's down in the machine.
Why is there a 10? Why is there a 10 button?
Noseball it.
Why is there a 10 dial?
Just you're in a hurry.
Shouldn't it top out at a 7?
That makes it the 10 though, doesn't it?
No. Like it won't burn your shit. Just don't burn my stuff. Why is there a burn option?
There should be a fail safe or something for
Yeah,
burning,
yeah.
That would be better than the
with
burn
the technology now. Just read my toast.
button. Yeah.
Well,
A Tesla toaster.
I mean, so what are toasters for, Joe?
No, I'm not doing this toasting.
Well, no, they're for toast, right?
No,
Like they're specifically
they're for bread. But yeah,
You're
doing the Socratic method.
that's what I thought.
I mean, they're. It's not a staker. It's a toaster, right?
Okay, got it. I'm on board.
So this guy cooking steak in a toaster is literally a recipe for disaster.
It is.
To have then left the toaster unattended for the sake of hot chips must be a constant source of regret. Never leave cooking unattended. And if you think that you'll just be a minute, please use your appliances for the purpose for which they are designed. Toasters are for toast, is what they said.
That's the legal
I
advice.
like how think of all the appliances in your house.
Okay.
They have a purpose name, but they're usually sort of vague, like an oven or a stove does many things.
Yeah, some more versatile than others.
Yeah. But a toaster, the name it's in the name of the appliance.
It's toast bread. Like you're toasting a bread item or a Pop-Tart like we talked about. Mm-hmm. I mean, or a toaster strudel. Where did those go? Who took them? Who decided that toaster strudels, no one wanted them anymore? Who decided that? Like, who was like, nah, man, these were too good. They were so good.
I didn't know they were gone.
They have to. I haven't seen them. When's the last time you saw a fucking toaster strudel?
I haven't looked for a toaster strudel.
Yeah. Might be able to get them off the fucking black web. You have to bite the little fucking frosting packet off and then squeeze it on top.
DIY toaster strudel.
Good. Who ruined it? Who ruined toaster strudels?
You guys for not looking for them and buying them.
I mean, I haven't seen them in the store. I feel like I would going around shopping. I see plenty of Pop-Tarts.
Nothing smells.
The Pillsbury Doughboy. He's got the toast.
Nothing smells like.
Whatever I don't remember what he said in the commercial.
Nothing says loving like something from the oven. Nothing says loving like something from the oven.
What happened?
When was the last time you said what
and
happened
who
to
took him away?
Yeah, that's what I want. Fuck the toaster strudel. Who took the Pillsbury Doughboy away?
Fuck.
They probably
Getting deep now.
they said he was too white or something. Probably
And we got
too white and chubby.
like we got Flo, we got Jake from State Farm. I mean, who else is hanging around? The gecko is still there.
Libbity bibbity.
But who took those guys?
Emu.
But who took it? Who took the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy?
Nothing smells loving like something from the oven.
Bring him back!
There he is.
Bring him back! God, he was awful.
Oh, tender.
I think we scared a bunch of chitrin, probably lowered sales.
Kind of like the Burger King.
Yeah.
But that was the whole point. That's why they used them.
We want to lose money,
'Cause
damn it.
he was spooky and fun.
It's a weird time then.
Anyway,
Yeah. So don't use your toaster for toast, people.
yeah. Please, just don't do it. And then if you're gonna cook steak on it, at least watch it.
Yeah. I mean, not that don't. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, fine.
That's a shirt right there. Not that don't.
Not that don't. But like, go ahead and cook it in a toaster. Just watch it.
Just watch it. And it's not going to do a good job, but that's on you.
But you'll learn your lesson.
You sure will.
And no one will be worse for the wiser. Is that what the saying is?
Worse for the wear.
No one will be worse for the wear.
Worse for the wiser. Wiser for the
wiser for the worst.
Wearing Budweiser. Oh yeah! All right, we got one more dick.
Okay.
One more dick, and this one I know for sure. Maybe my brain was stuck on it. This one is from Washington. Washington!
Beautiful, snowy, cold
Washington! By the time this episode, you guys, we're recording this right now. In a couple days, it's supposed to be negative 35 wind chill.
What?
Yep. You guys buckled up for that?
I didn't notice
I
that.
didn't know that either.
Yep. So pay attention to the
God, we
weather.
need to go to Mexico sooner.
It could save your life. So, child at Auburn.
I don't need no weather, man. I just look outside and tell if it's rain or not.
Child at Auburn school finds jar of cocaine on playground. Tastes powder.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm glad he tasted it. What a waste.
Did you think it was going to be like what's the candy that you?
The dipstick one.
The
You dip
dipstick
the sugar thing in there.
Yeah, dude.
God, those were something. My kids haven't gotten those in a bit, but they did have them for a while. They
So
were into
good.
them. A fun dip.
Fun dip.
Got
Yep.
it. So a jar of cocaine was found at the playground at an Auburn elementary school. According to a letter sent out to families of students at Evergreen Heights Elementary, the student found the powder in a glass jar and tasted its contents. Testing
Did he
done,
rub it on his teeth?
He's like, damn, is this cocaine?
He knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, he's like, damn, this is the same fucking mouth-numbing powder my parents have on the coffee table. Testing done by the Auburn Police Department determined that the powder was cocaine. The child was okay, but at this point, it's unclear how the jar got there in the first place. We bring this to your attention because it is a great time to remind your students they should never eat, drink, or inhale something unless it comes from a trusted adult. This is school emails.
Yeah. Get them all the time.
This is the perfect time to remind you.
Just
no
a reminder.
one should fuck kids. And you're like, Thanks for the reminder, kids.
What triggered this reminder? Was somebody fucking kids?
Like, what a broad thing. It's like, yo, what happened? Listen.
With the Epstein names coming out, we just thought we'd send a reminder.
Sure, a kid found some cocaine on the playground. This is a great time for you to self-reflect. Okay? This isn't about us.
Don't diddle kids.
This is about you, not fucking kids. And you're like, the email all bold, italicized. You're like, what are we?
Comic Sans.
Don't do this. Drugs are a community problem, and it takes the entire community to keep the students safe. God, what a pass in the buck statement to get. It's like, that's cool. No, I get that. So how'd the fucking cocaine end up on the playground?
Mm-hmm.
I think is the one, like, that's the question the parents are looking for.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I get it. And we're doing our best to make sure
I'm
kids...
not fucking kids. Believe me.
Yeah.
What I want to know is how did cocaine get in my kid's playground?
Listen, we understand that a kid shouldn't eat, drink, or inhale something unless it comes from a trusted adult. I totally get that.
Or have sex with adults.
So back to what you're writing about. How'd the cocaine get on the playground?
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys do a little research and just figure that out before you start pointing the finger and saying, drugs are a community problem, not ours.
Passing the buck. Everybody's passing the buck.
They're everywhere. Drugs literally fall out of the basketball hoops around here. It's your job to stop it. Just fuck, that email fucking pissed me off. In the wake of the incident, teachers were told to talk to students about what to do if they see anything that makes them uncomfortable and share how to report the concern to a trusted adult. Fine. Okay. So let's jump off to the funny.
I don't know. Kids do kids things though, right?
Yeah.
too?
Sometimes kids just do weird shit. Sometimes they find cocaine and taste it. You never know what kids are going to do. But let's put ourselves in the situation. Let's say that this is grade A cocaine. Like this came straight from Colombia. Okay. This is the cocaine of cocaine. And you lost it. Like maybe you were volunteering for a dad day. You're doing something good. And you're helping at recess, and you
drop your jar of cocaine.
You drop your jar of cocaine. I just happen to fall out of your fucking North Face
pocket. Is it community service? Is that what they're doing?
Sure. Well, I mean, the only reason he's doing that is because the other jar of cocaine he dropped. No, but it fell out of your North Face jacket, right? Your little jar of cocaine, and then this kid finds it, and you're leaving, and you're like, okay, bye guys, and you're walking away, and you tap your pockets, and you're like, fuck,
where's my cocaine?
Where's my cocaine? And you turn around. And you see this kid and he picks it up and you walk over and you're like, oh, I think that's mine. And he knows what it is. And he challenges you. You have to play some childhood games in order to win your cocaine back.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Squid Game.
Dude. So funny. Just a grown ass adult on a playground fucking playing Red Rover.
Or like Jax.
Dude. Pogs.
Yeah, Pogs.
Pogs for your fucking $500 of cocaine from some 9-year-old.
Some 9-year-old with kids behind him, like some little playground
He's
gang.
the best.
Yeah.
He's the best. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking kicked the shit out of him.
You pull out in your other pocket, you have just a thing of Pogs.
Dude.
Cocaine in one pocket, Pogs in the other.
And a fucking yo-yo attached to your belt loop.
Yeah. You're ready to battle any kid at any
It's
time.
not the first time this happened.
You go out looking.
You just go to playgrounds and accidentally drop cocaine, hoping
that's kind of your MO.
Some 9-year-old's going to challenge you to hopscotch.
Some guy's just so bored that he's just like, fuck.
No one wants to play wall ball anymore.
I know how to get him to play wall ball.
And he would go and volunteer and play wall ball, and he would win, obviously, because kids are dumb. And he's like, how can I make this more intense? And he goes, I'm going to drop some cocaine.
Do people keep cocaine in jars?
Yeah. People get cocaine in jars. Yeah!
How much cocaine was in there? Does it say?
No. But
like, was it the little remnant?
No, they make small jars. So they make like small jars for cocaine.
Oh, got it. Like the little
vial, like a little
the vial that you see in the movies and stuff, where they're like in the bathroom
because it doesn't stick to glass.
Right.
So that's why it's in jars. Bags are a pain in the ass.
I was picturing like
but bags are too expensive. If you went to a dealer and they were selling it straight out of a nice little
sandwich bag.
No, like a labeled jar. Instead of a little baggie. They're like it's like they happen to sell cocaine, but they also love crafts.
Yeah. You put your two hobbies together.
You pick up your cocaine, has a little glass jar with a cork on the top and a little ribbon around it.
It's all about presentation.
It is.
And a little label on it.
Yeah.
It's just like, you want to go far, call Jafar.
Just
And you're like, all right. Just weird marketing, like a little like a QR code on it.
Yeah, imagine the little assembly line involved in that. Like you're peeling the sticker, rolling the. I used to do that.
Just like these giant, like mobster dudes with these tiny glass jars.
Yeah.
My fingers are too big, boss. Well, maybe I have to get someone with smaller fingers.
Johnny's sausage fingers is slowing the line down.
He keeps dropping
them.
Boss, these things are too fucking small. This is huge mobster guy trying to tie a tiny little yellow bow on a glass vial. And he's getting upset about it because the bow's not equal. Like the little loops aren't.
Just gigantic men doing dainty things is
tie
fun.
it again! And he's like, God damn it, he's untied.
Just sweating. His hands are all sweaty.
He's like, Jesus Christ.
Contaminating the product. And he's sweating into the coke.
Filled it up, like boot-a-doo, like grabbing a little like thing. They have a little sewing machine. They're making like custom vests.
They spritz it with a little like a little perfume or something. And then they put it in the finished pile.
Dust it off. And just like put it in the, and it goes down
it's
the
got
little
to
track.
get inspected.
And the next little glass jar rolls up and you're like,
just for 8 hours a day, that's what you do.
8 hours a day, you have a little shovel and you're just filling tiny plastic or tiny glass jars of fucking Coke.
And then imagine like you get so bored, or so you start doing some of it, and then you're shaky trying to do it.
Yeah,
trying to put this label on.
You're spilling too much, Johnny.
with your little thing, with the little shovel, just dropping it all
like
over
cool
the place.
names like Scooper.
Yeah, hand me a scooper.
Scooper and fucking Deadbolt. It's just this giant guy over the shoulder yelling at another grown ass man.
It's 2 loops.
It's 2 loops, Deadbolt.
Bring me some more ribbon, Deadbolt.
Yeah. And he's just shaking so bad. Pouring it all over the place. He goes, oh my God, my boss is going to kill me. How was work today, honey? Takes his hat off. It was intense. Man, I must have made 300-400 tiny vials of fucking Joe Blow.
Joe Blow.
You get it?
Yeah.
Of Joe Blow today. And like the label, it's like embroidered. It has like gold leafing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like just sticking it on. Like they have to care so much.
Air bubbles.
And you're smoothing them out. Anyway, but going back to the playground of dropping cocaine but having to challenge kids like Red Rover. And he's like, I challenge you to, and you're just like, you're a grown ass man.
Just running kids over.
And you're like, you fucking bet. And he's just like, we send drug guy right over.
We send what's his name? The guy that was doing the shit.
Deadbolt?
Like he's the guy who's so nervous. He's
a 300-pound dude.
Send Deadbolt right over.
The kids' arms when they hit him.
Here I come.
Just the kids are like, they're flexing so hard. And just fucking
it's fucking Tony Soprano running on it.
And their little kid arms are just like, the whole line explodes. Give me my Coke! Johnny Futo!
Johnny Futo. Joey Buttafuoco.
Joey Buttafuoco needs his Coke back! Just rip it out of his fucking vest. See you next week, you fucking dweeb.
Anytime someone puts something in like their, I always figure like the dress, they always keep the bag of money or something in that inner pocket.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's just so good. I love the turn of the school trying to point blame at everyone else, being like, listen, this is this is a community problem. This is not our fault. Not our fault. This is your fault. Just make sure your kids just don't sniff drugs when they're at school.
Right.
And you're like, oh yeah, got it.
There's a Mr. Peterson in shop class that's just like, oh shit. It was his. It was his.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some like what do they call teacher aide or whatever that out at recess is their
The
cocaine.
cool substitute teacher.
Just fucking unreal.
Too cool for school.
Too cool. All right, let's move on to some good news.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll. Hey, Zach!
So you're telling me there's a chance? Hooray, we aren't doomed.
Hi. So this is, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest, potholes. I haven't hit one.
That'll mess your alignment up.
There's a pretty good one outside of the studio here that's in the yard, but it's not like you're going to be going fast down some side street.
In the yard?
What'd I say?
You said in the yard.
Oh. I meant there's
Like a
hole.
sinkhole?
So I killed somebody. And they're in the hole in the yard. No, out in front, in the street, outside the studio here, there's a pretty good-sized pothole. But this takes good-sized pothole to a new level. And then the fact, like, how the community reacted to it brings me hope for humanity. So Michigan pothole gains local celebrity status. Look at this fucking thing.
God.
Look at it.
There's a chair in the hole. Is that a chair in the hole?
There's a chair in the hole.
A Christmas tree?
Yeah. Some traffic cones, some speakers set up, and then another office chair, and then some sort of board, like front, kind of a carpet that would blanket the front of it type situation.
Mm-hmm. So you could roll the chair around.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to, I mean, what are you going to do with that rolling chair if you can't roll it around?
That's right.
So this is out of Grand Haven, Michigan. Just off of the north beacon of Grand Haven, there's a pothole that's big enough for a chair to fit in. In fact, over the last few days, more than one chair have called the crater home. At first, it was occupied by a leather recliner. Now, a traditional blue chair sits inside the pothole.
Yeah, what happened to the leather recliner, though?
Now, someone was like, dude, that's free.
It's a nice chair.
That's free Craigslist right there. I'm taking it. It also resulted in some sort of a living room scene sprouting up around the pothole, complete with a Christmas tree, speakers, and flooring. The pothole first rose to fame after Corey Denny, who works
at Perkins.
What? What'd you say?
Corey Denny.
Oh, gotcha. Who works near where the pothole can be found, posted a local Facebook group that is there in Grand Haven. I was on my way to lunch. I saw the original black leather chair, and I thought it was really funny. It is funny.
It is. Hell yeah.
Since Corey's post, the pothole has now become quite popular among locals. The people from around the lake shore. Well, at the pothole on Monday, Fox 17 met people who came from neighboring Muskegon in Holland. Is that Muskegon?
Muskegon?
God damn it, Muskegon.
Muskegon? No, Muskegon.
That's probably Muskegon. That's actually a place. Mm-hmm. In Holland, for their chance at a photo with the pothole, a little girl's Barbies even had a pool party in the pothole. So people are looking at this thing.
Right.
Obviously, have you seen the posts about, and I forget where it was, but they would go around to potholes and then they would spray paint dicks around them?
I remember seeing that.
Like they're peeing in them?
No, just to draw attention to the pothole. So you can't just so the city wouldn't be able to just ignore it because there's a spray painted dick around the pothole.
Oh, sure. When people's alignments are going out, you put a penis in the road and everyone freaks out.
Right. So so they call and they're like, hey, there's a huge one here. And the city's like, I don't know, I'll get to it. So eventually they started putting dicks around it. And then the more dicks they drew, the more people they had to show up. And they're like, well, we're already here to fix the dick. You might as well fix the pothole.
It's fucking smart.
So I'm guessing kind of the same thing. Drawing attention to this massive crater. And you guys.
But wouldn't you want to keep it by then?
What do you fucking, I guess.
Like, how fun is that now? Now it's a thing.
Well, just keep it there year round all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it into a little monument.
Mm-hmm. But I'm like, so drawing attention to it, the city should come and fix it. They were saying that it's at this intersection that public road meets like a private residence. So like, no, everyone's just passing it. Like, I'm not going to fix it. But it's like right on the seam of an intersection. Right. So like half of this pothole, because it is literally, it looks like it's like 4 feet wide by 3 feet deep. It is a fucking, it would destroy any vehicle that popped in there. And maybe not tank, but so they're just drawing attention to it to, hopefully the city will fix it.
Maybe we should go back to dirt roads.
Because
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Well, we wouldn't have
dirt
a pothole problem.
Suck. Yeah, we would. You ever been on a washboard dirt road?
Yeah, but you just kind of kick some dirt in there. Just kick dirt in it.
Squish it and just give it the old.
You could fill it in yourself.
Yeah, just stomp it in. It'll last. Dude,
you know what they should...
I hate a washboard dirt road.
You know what
dude.
should happen? is, well, dude, I grew up in the country where fucking there's tractors and even roads, paved roads have ribs because of the big tractor tires. So you're driving like, but imagine, what was I going to say?
What? Dirt road, paved road, pothole, nothing? Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah! I had to go on a side tangent.
just so mad at yourself over there. He's like, God damn it, had to think. If I didn't think, I'd know what I was gonna say.
It was funny.
Well, do you want to? If you think of it,
we'll come back to it.
Okay, that sounds good. I found something weird.
Did you?
Zach, go ahead.
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes, that's awesome. Did you think of it? Next. All right. Well, next time. So this particular thing, it does not seem to be for sale. Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, real quick. So you know how when like someone does somebody's lawn and they put up like a little flag, it says like done by Johnson, whatever,
landscaping.
So like some rogue guy that just goes around and fills in potholes and puts a little flag. It's like
this pothole
was filled by your mom or whatever.
This load filled by your mom.
Be a fun little thing. You know?
It would. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
and that was funny.
It was funny. Yeah.
So this particular thing does not appear to be for sale. It was like an art installment, but goddamn, it is such an amazing and unique concept that I feel like we have to talk about.
Okay.
Spiky shower curtain gets you out of hot water to help save the environment. So I don't have to read the article, but there is a shower curtain that this artist designed that after a certain amount of time, these spikes pop up and they're not going to kill you, but they make it so that you can't you can't comfortably take a shower anymore.
They're just all over you. Consumed you.
Imagine you're taking a shower and you have this spiky shower curtain, right? And like after 4 minutes, they just start filling up. And you're trying to take a shower, and they're just poking sideways.
It looks like a car wash
into where you're trying to take a shower, and it's just fucking like flappy fabric inflatable spikes.
Trying to rub one out, and they start filling up. You're like, oh shit, gotta go.
Can I fuck a spike?
Of course, yeah, that's what you would start doing.
You start fucking spikes. Yeah. But that's so funny.
It is funny.
Thinking about that with like other things too. My kids too. I mean, what's with the fucking shower length? You're probably not there yet.
No, they're baths.
And Ezra, like he'll take a shower at a normal time. Pepper will take a shower for a fucking hour and 45 minutes if you let her. Like until the hot water is out, she's in the shower. Doing all the skin, he's doing all the things. I don't know what the fuck is happening in there, but it doesn't need to happen in the shower. But it's so funny to think of like that with like, imagine a spike for dads. Cause you go to the bathroom, right? And you get on your phone, you take a shit, but you're also going to hang out. And maybe like you might be on your phone catching up, just like getting a break. Imagine you're sitting there and all of a sudden you just like feel a little spike poking you in the butthole. And you're like,
and then another one.
Yeah, and it just keeps going. And you're like, I don't even want to be here anymore. Eventually, it's going to get you out the toilet and back into family life,
back into the real world.
But like applying that to like all these different things, where just you find a reason to go and do it. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna head out to the garage, and then your garage doors start like the walls,
right?
They start closing in until if you don't get out, you get smashed, like some kind of game show.
Yeah, like Star Wars.
Right. It's just a funny concept. And I was like, dude, can you buy this? And the most I heard was that they looked to make it into development, but I don't think they ever actually did. It was like just some sort of like just a funny art installment. But that does get the gears going. Like thinking about
It makes me think about like like when the Oscars and their speeches go on too long, the music starts playing. So like, what if you're taking a shit and all of a sudden it's like the music comes on. You're like, oh shit.
Jesus Christ, the spikes are coming. Imagine the Oscar speaks, or the speeches, but instead the floor starts collapsing until they get off of it. And if you don't, you just fall through the fucking floor.
Like Leo DiCaprio, like.
I like to thank God.
You could give along. It's like, we're going to be without Leo movies if you don't get off the fucking stage.
You better get the fuck out of here. They're just like holding the mic and screaming last second, like just disappear into a fiery mess.
With sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their freaking heads.
Right. But what a funny concept. All right, let's hear from some of our kids.
Okay.
I think it's time. Hey, Zach!
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
All righty, Joe. Our first one email's coming in from our son, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Wonder where Tom is. Who recently found his daddies in the podcast world. He writes, "Hey guys, I've recently rediscovered your show. I'm 13 episodes. I thought he was going to say I'm 13. I'm 13 episodes in, and when Brian with a Y shared, I love how it's spelled Brian with an I, but then with a Y.
Yeah.
Shared his Arctic Circle story made me laugh so hard it reminded me of a shit story I thought I would share. When I was 19 in my first apartment with my roommate, we will call him Dave because that's the dumb fucker's name. I was working nights and he worked days. It was a 3-bed, 1.5 bath. My other roommates in the bedroom with the half bath. Wait, hold on. My other roommate had the bathroom with the half bath, leaving the full bath for me and Dave to share. One day I woke up to get ready for work, went into the bathroom to shit, shower, and shave, only there was a problem. Dave took a dump before he left for work while I was asleep, clogging the toilet. We were broke kids and didn't think to purchase a plunger when we moved in. Dude, what are those, $5? Mm-hmm. I need to take a minute to describe said logjam. The offense fecal deposit. I'm just picturing. I was a roommate with a guy that would destroy the toilet too, so I'm picturing my own hell in this. The offense fecal deposit was roughly 3 to 4 inches in diameter and somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 inches long.
Wow.
Like Joe's dick. And that was all. No toilet paper, not milk duds or floaters. Just one enormous shit log half sticking out of the water. The problem was the density of the shit monster would not allow it to bend or make it through the S shape of the toilet. It's like trying to flush a dildo. Now I could leave it there because my other roommate's room in the bathroom was locked and I had to use the toilet. Not having a plunger, my options were limited. I tried using the toilet brush as a makeshift plunger and only successfully got shit stuck in the bristles. And picture like he's just fucking beating this thing with the brush, trying to break it apart.
Like it's some kind of rabid dog.
Yeah.
Just whap, whap.
Fucking stabbing it.
This'll work.
Splashing shit everywhere. Running out of options and really needing to use it myself, I did the only thing I could think of. I went into the kitchen and grabbed a trash bag. Saying a Hail Mary, I did the dog poo pickup, wrestling in a sewer snake into the bag. Picture like fucking Steve Irwin trying to like reel in a snake or something. Oh, look at this beauty. Yeah, look out with
the trash bag.
Yeah. When I completed the job and finished getting ready for work, Dave had gotten home. I asked him about why the hell he left the turd in the toilet, and he just laughed it off and was like, "Why are you mad? I was running late." Come to find out, he only shits once every 4 to 5 days, and they're usually like that.
Man.
Joke was on him through the offensive shit bag in the back seat of his shitty little car. He threw the bag of the shit in his shitty little car and moved out. Fuck that guy and his 4-day turds. I felt bad in putting in his car until I found out that he was stealing my cigarettes and using my toothbrush. Moral of the story is be careful who you live with. Sorry, not sorry for the long email. Keep up the good work. 3 out of 5 stars and wouldn't change a thing. Your strange adopted stepson, Scary Jerry.
Using his toothbrush? The fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
How do you, did he not know this guy and just needed a roommate?
Yeah, sounds like
what
it.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Just come on in here and throw some logs in. But I love the justification coming from Jerry, though. When he's like, I don't know, he's fucking stealing my cigarettes and stuff. I guess it's okay to throw a giant shit in the back of his car.
It was in a bag, right?
He didn't say. Like he said he picked it up in a trash bag. I'm not sure if it was still
turned
in
it
the
over and
trash
just dumped
bag.
it out.
Yeah, just dumped the big old log in the back of his car. Sounds like both of you guys might be that roommate, Jerry.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
That's Tom and Jerry. That's what it is.
That's where I was going.
They have the Tom and Jerry relationship.
That's what I was saying. Our second email is coming in from our freaked out son, Brandon, who writes, "Sup, dweebs? You asked for paranormal shit, so here's mine. Oh, jeez! I admit it might be bullshit because I was coming out of a coke addiction when it happened, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. I don't know. This is fucking creepy. So I was sitting in my trailer playing Tetris on my Switch when some shit happened outside. I got up to check on it because I thought it was a burglar or some shit. This feels like this should be read in Colin's voice.
Or some shit
or
whatever.
Dude. I went outside and one of the decorative pots full of zucchini or some shit was smashed and dirt was everywhere. I looked around for a bit, all paranoid because, again, coke addiction. I don't see anything on any of my 7 square feet of property.
It's not a misprint, right?
Oh, that's so funny.
He's showing off. He's flexing how much
So
room he's got.
I got the butler to search the premises. Jeeves, will you take a look at the property?
Done.
I didn't see anything on my 7 square feet of property. So I go to head back outside and I see inside and I see my door is open and I was sure I closed it. I do basically the same thing as with the outside. As I head into the bathroom, it gets fucking freezing and I hear a kid's voice say, "It's warm in here." God, that's crazy, dude. Obviously, I freaked the fuck out and run away. Spent the night in the park's gym, sleeping on a bench press. On a bench press. Head home the next morning, and it started raining on the walk. When I get inside, my girlfriend was there cooking eggs and hadn't noticed anything strange. The pot outside was definitely broken, though, and it was a bitch to clean up. Anyway, I don't know if this is the kind of shit you wanted, but fucking whatever. Later.
She didn't think it was weird that he wasn't there all night?
Yeah.
Where'd you sleep?
Like, the fact that...
Oh, because coke, right?
I mean... Having done the coke...
The cokes?
I've done a cokes. I don't... Like, you don't hear shit. It's not a fucking hallucinogen. It's a stimulant.
But it could trigger paranoia though, right?
Sure, I guess. But the fact of having and walking into if something falls outside, it could be literally anything. It could be wind. It could be just happenstance. Like, just shit happens, right? But then being like, that's fucking crazy. And then go inside. And then you're like, oh my God, it's freezing. And you just hear a voice say, "It's warm in here." It's fucking it doesn't make you schizophrenic. So to hear that to a point where you were so confident that you went and slept on a bench press at a gym is that's an experience.
Did he just leave the girlfriend too, just at the house?
I don't know. He didn't say
I'm out of here. There's kids in here.
I don't know where she was. Like, was she there?
Yeah, I was really surprised to hear that his girlfriend was there cooking eggs. What
is the other part of the story? He's like, oh, he must be sleeping on the bench press again.
Mm-hmm.
See, so there's a lot of unknowns that I'm looking for more answers.
I think Brandon needs to elaborate a little bit on his situation.
Yeah, send it in. Let us know some more, because where the fuck was your girlfriend, and have you slept on the gym bench press a bunch? Because
it's like the doghouse.
Yeah. I'm in the bench press again.
I'm in the bench press again.
You're like, I don't think you're using that term right. I mean, fucking feels like
I slept on the bench press all night. Boy, are my arms tired.
You know what I mean? God, my back is killing me. What happened? I don't know. I'm not getting along with my girlfriend and I sleep on the bench press again. What? You mean you're in a doghouse? Same thing.
Don't you sleep on the floor at that point?
Yeah.
Trying to sleep on that?
Yeah. Oh, he's probably just trying to get a little workout in or something. Well, that's episode 83. Felt nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sign up, be part of the gaggle. Head over to patreon.com/CanYouKnowPodcast. We got our Facebook, our Instagram, got our YouTube channel. Send things into the show like we mentioned on the front end. We're going to be recording like 4 weeks in advance. So we're going to need all the content. Hey guys at CanYouKnowPodcast.com. Rate and review us. Be sure to check out everything that Uncle Zach is doing on Scatcast. And that's scat with a K. Go to scatcast.com. You'll enjoy the entire world. And I do love more and more people just popping over there and checking out what Zach's doing. So thank you guys so much. He does so much for our show. And he puts so much work into what he's got going on over there. So you will not be disappointed. Thanks to the babysitters that moderate our Facebook page, the Can You Know Playground. Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. You guys save us a ton of time. I have a fun fact.
Do you now?
To wrap things up.
Okay.
Zach!
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
This blew my mind. This could almost be like an entire segment if I really, really looked into it. But I didn't. So for the first 4 decades of competition, the Olympics awarded official medals for painting, sculpture, architecture, literature, and music, alongside those for the athletic competitions. From 1912 to 1952, juries awarded a total of 151 medals to original works in the fine arts inspired by athletic endeavors. How funny is that?
It's crazy.
Showing up, like, and you're
stretching out.
You're just like, oh, I got your paintbrush. You're just Bob Ross doing lunges. And he's like, I got it. Happy little tree.
Mind the hair.
Yeah. And they're just like sitting there, architecture, and they're just like, ready, set, go. And like just design stuff.
Yeah, he's like, all right, we're going to do a building here.
I'm sure there's music like competitions out there. I've tested myself with some buddies. I haven't done it in a long time, but in college, with one of my other like musical good buddies, we would say, hey, and we'd come in with nothing. And he would come over, wake up early. We'd get in, we'd go to like what recording equipment I had at the time. And then we couldn't leave until we had a song that was done. And it was really fun to do. We did it a few times.
Did that too.
Yeah. Just no one leaves. And it was 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And you're just cranking it out all day to come up with something that like you felt was fine. And it was really fun.
Enough to, I gotta sleep, dude.
Exactly. Like enough, you're like, that's good. Like, and you go through all those emotions, like food, hunger, like all this kind of shit.
Anger.
I don't care. Complacency. You're like, let's just wrap it up. And you snap back out of that and you're like, okay, never mind. That's not good. We're not going to leave it like that. And you go back and you work on it. So I get the music part, but fucking painting is so funny to me. Literature. Okay, you are writing about Wagon.
But do you get to shoot something too? Like you're writing, and while you got to shoot at a target while you're writing.
Someone's trying to fight you while you're doing a sculpture.
Yeah,
like a boxing guy is beating the shit out of you while you're trying to carve something
absorbing punches
out of marble.
Skeet fiction.
You're like, dude, this would be
Skeet fiction.
This would be a lot better if you quit punching
Scat
me.
Fiction.
It'd be a lot easier if you quit punching me.
That's pretty funny.
All right, bonus episode, our bonus content. We keep going. If you subscribe to us on Patreon, if not, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.